Man banned on Twitch for saying there are only two genders. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, bringing you the obvious, and today on twitter.com. So, apparently there's a Twitch streamer here named Dimitri who was banned for a silly comment about gender. We've reached that point, folks. See, Twitch is a place where Twitch thots can do whatever they want, get away with anything, even throw cats or... give cats whiffs of alcohol.
See? It is vodka. You're dumb!
And they will not be banned. Twitch thots, who are women who dress skimpily and take advantage of pathetic men for their money, never ever get punished. They are treated like sweet little things by Twitch staff because the Twitch thot can do no wrong. Even when they do wrong, they'll get short temporary bans and basically never get punished. It's always a slap on the wrist. For anyone else whatsoever, ban. So now I guess they're banning people for making jokes, for talking about gender. Twitch, it would seem, is full of regressive leftists who are woke. Now, before we look into this, I just want to show you guys the state of my channel. The views are good, but the monetization. You all know this, I've shown you. But this is what it looks like. It doesn't matter if I get 70,000 views. It doesn't matter if I get 60,000 views. YouTube doesn't give me shit. So if you want to throw some support my way, check out the links in the description. So, this guy got banned for a joke. Now, I'm not familiar with Dimitri, and I'm not sure that I can find the clip that he was banned for, or the joke that he was banned for, but I find it outrageous. I find it absolutely stupid that a man is being taken down for jokes about gender. There are only two genders. Oh my god, how could he say that? It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. And not to mention pathetic. So I make a comment here that I want to highlight because it's basically my point on the subject. Mr.obvioustalks says, Twitch doesn't punish Twitch thots who literally abuse animals by throwing them and giving them alcohol, but bans people for saying there are only two genders. Honk honk. Random Thought says, sorry lad, Twitch is based in San Francisco, SJW capital of the world. Gotta be extra careful with commentary. And as we all know, in San Francisco, free speech does not exist. Actually, yes it does. Since it's in the Constitution, it's the highest law of the land, which means that San Francisco is violating the Constitution. And you have a bunch of leftists on Twitter saying, well, don't be transphobic. It's horrible to say that there's only two genders. You're a loser. You're pathetic. You're, oh god, you sicken me to my very core. There are only two genders. Deal with it. Suck it up. He made a joke. So what? I'm saying it's a scientific fact. I'm not even gonna make a joke. What are you gonna do about it? Cry? It's fact. It's science. Wake up and smell the roses. Ethan says, you knew you went too far halfway through the bit, yet you still went along with it. Now you're banned. Good job. First of all, fuck this person. Fuck you, Ethan. Go to hell. He made a joke. Everyone has a right to free speech. God damn. Razan says, Ethan, the attack helicopter. Raymond Gonzalez says, now you get banned for having an opinion. Nice. Mr. Muntkuffler says, having stated a fact. Shamu says, he is right though. You see, normal people like you and me, not that I would say we're normies, because we're not. Clearly, if you're here, you're probably not a normie. But people with normally functioning brains, normally functioning intelligences, we all see that first of all, there's nothing wrong with jokes. Second of all, freedom of speech. And third of all, there are only two genders. That is fact. And if you think otherwise, you're either mentally challenged or misinformed. Huskar says, God forbid somebody whose job it is to tell jokes and be funny made a joke that I personally don't find funny. Joe says, didn't go far enough. And I agree. I absolutely agree. Ambien says, gender dysphoria is a mental illness. And, well, it is. That's a medical fact. I don't care how much anyone tries to virtue signal about it. Dysphoria is a mental illness. It's a very serious problem. It deserves proper treatment. People disagree about what proper treatment is, but it's important that we point out that it is an illness. It is a dysfunction of the brain. So here Trev Dog says, too bad SJWs ruined the fucking internet. And now everyone is soy friendly. So, Nim N says, stupid fucking mistakes, man. Don't sweat it and enjoy your vacation. Now, first of all, free speech is never a mistake, and I refuse to see it as such. People have a right to talk. Companies think they're gods and they can be the arbiters of truth and what is and isn't allowed to be said. But no, this is a violation of the Constitution, a violation of free speech. Gender is a social construct. Sex isn't just XX and XY. Yes, it is. You have to be a moron to think this. An absolute brainlet. XX, XY, and then your occasional sexual mutation, defect, whatever. There's only two genders. The man who pioneered the concept of gender as a social construct was a horrible, evil man. He got a person killed because he tried to prove that gender's a construct. So after a boy had a botched circumcision and lost his penis, and yes, that's another reason circumcision is evil and should be banned. He's told the parents, well, gender's a social construct. You should just raise him as a girl, and he'll be a girl. So they did. They did gender reassignment surgery, the works. And guess what? The girl never felt like a girl and wanted to be a guy, knew deep down inside they were a guy, and later took their own lives because of what this mad scientist had done to him. Now the parents hate him. Yet this guy, what was his name? Money? I think his last name was Money. Money used this as proof, as well as other dubious sources, that his experiments were successful. He went on to win awards, pushing this stupid idea that gender is a social construct. It is not. It was debunked then, it's debunked now. He was a horrible person. Man, these left-wingers, I swear to God, them in their little hug boxes and their safe spaces, I swear, they really need to... Brian says, but it was pretty hateful, bro. Try Hard says the truth, finally. Banned for telling the truth. Lol. Yep, and there you have it. There you have it. Ropkey says, are intersex and non-binary people not real or something? W2F, LMAO. Yeah, they're not real, you stupid shit. Yeah, exactly. They aren't real. A Chicken Wing says, non-binary people aren't real. Yeah, you're not real. You're either a boy or a girl. Deal with it. Just because I call myself a Tyrannosaurus Rex or a Velociraptor, that doesn't make me either. As much as it pains me inside. As much as I'm not a 100-foot dragon that ravages cities and blows fire and ice and thunder. Yeah, it sucks. But it's also true. I'm not a giant dragon. So Dr. Steiner says, intersex is a deformity. Yeah, it is. It is. It happens. It's a deformity, and usually, if you're born with mixed chromosomes, you lean one way or the other. Ambiguous genitalia, also known as atypical genitalia, is a birth defect. Whopper says, how backward society is. Imagine getting banned for saying there are only two genders. And you know what? That pretty much sums it up. The truth has become a hate crime in the modern world because of these companies run by snowflakes and leftists, SJWs, and absolute brainlets. You shouldn't ban people for making jokes. Volkel says, the fact that a joke is something that needs to be apologized for in 2019 is just ridiculous. Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better than that. There's a reason that the left can't meme. There's a reason that the left isn't funny. It's because they cannot accept the truth. Their whole ideology would fall apart. Their entire belief system would fall apart. Everything would fall apart. All because they cannot embrace reality. It is really sad. Really sad that they are so stupid. Really sad that they are so brainwashed. And really sad that it's so moronic to believe that gender and sex are different. They're not. They never will be. No matter how much the cultural Marxists pretend, they never will be. It's determined at birth. Read a genetics book. Don't be a moron. I'm going to leave it off with this comment. Bert says, you did nothing wrong. The people that work at Twitch are mentally ill. There are only two genders. At Trainwreck TV. Something must be done. This has to stop. Hashtag boycott Twitch. And I agree. Twitch can go F themselves. It's trash. Twitch is trash. It sounds like a joke. If I ever got into streaming, I would go to Mixer. Because Twitch is full of shit. Maybe Mixer's bad too. I don't know. But I think it's clear that in 2019, people are being banned for saying that there's only two genders. That is absurd. But that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. Let me know what you think. You think the Twitch thoughts get too much leeway? You think this man was rightfully banned? Be sure to let me know. Now, as always, you can join me on Patreon or Subscribestar for as low as $1. Doing so will give you access to Fight Club, a private Discord server. There's also PayPal and Bitcoin options if you're interested in that. Sharing the video also helps, so if you enjoy it, you think it's important, you just want to troll people, go ahead and post it on social media. That also helps out a lot. As always, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.